Donna Norden's Cafe Terracotta in Tucson opened in 1986 and was an instant hit. 6 years later, a second Terracotta opened in Scottsdale. It was named one of Esquire magazine's best new restaurants of 1993. Donna Norden's ardent interest in Southwestern cookery is evident with shrimp flautas. The filling is started with processing shrimp, cilantro, green onions, and chipotle puree.
And we'll grind that. And we'll grind this. We'll be adding our little bit of chipotle. You can add that right down through the hopper. The equivalent of 2 chipotles will be a couple of teaspoons. A little bit of salt while we're mixing in more of a dry form. This is just pureed so that you'll have a smooth texture in part of this flauta, and then we'll have some of the chunky texture along with it. So it gives you a whole range of flavors and textures. Okay, an egg. Okay.
Not all of the shrimp was processed. Some was held back and roughly chopped.
You can transfer this to a bowl if you like, or we'll just add it right into the processor without having to transfer it. Give it a stir with a spoon, and then the mixture's ready for filling the tortillas. Watch out for the hole there. And then we have our flour tortillas, which was spread out. You can spread out a few at a time. And scoop the mixture in near the bottom. If you do a few at a time, saves you a little time rather than doing one at a time. This is a little bit of an egg wash that has a tiny bit of flour in it, and we're using this as glue, kind of the old-fashioned kids' glue. And put some along the top so that when we roll it up, they'll adhere to each other. The tortillas will adhere to each other, both sides, like so. The best thing to do is to take your flautas, put them in to the fryer, lower them in, take this one. You can set it down on top a little bit so that it keeps the flauta under the oil until they're brown on all sides. You can take a peek, not quite.
The flautas brown in 4 to 6 minutes. The accompanying tomatillo sauce is started by charring several halves over high heat.
And the ones that get colored on the cut side, you can turn them over and get a little brown on the opposite side. It'll just touch mainly in one spot on the outside skin, but that's fine. The charring just adds some flavor.
Chicken stock was added, and the tomatillos go into a blender.
Salsa fresca, garlic, as I said. What did I do with the... Okay.
This is salsa served at the restaurant.
And the honey. Oh, sorry. I usually kind of do that to taste, but I'll put some of it in. The honey. We'll save a little behind. Use all that for checkmate. Okay. Just going to heat up the sauce.
This leads to presentation.
In almost all modern cuisine these days, the sauce goes on the bottom. And it has little flecks of the char in it, which, like I say, gives it flavor. We trim the ends, okay? And then with a serrated knife, cut the flautas on an angle and set them upright, even if they are leaning towers. Or you can lay them down if you want. By the time they get to the table, they may be laying down. Okay, and a little cilantro leaves. Okay, and that's it.